Hey, what's up, y'all? And it's time for my week two of the 2020 college football season recap. So now we're gonna go over this past weekend's action of college football and talking about this week's biggest winners and losers. Uh, And so anyway, of course, every week, half of the teams have to win. And unfortunately, that also means half of the teams have to lose. Uh, so anyway, so I guess we'll start out with some losers here. Now, yes, I guess let's start with the entire Big Ten West. Is just absolute trash. I mean, yeah, worst division in the Power Five right now. See, so you'll start with Nebraska. Yes, of course, Nebraska did lose to Georgia Southern. Yep, 48-45. And then they did go ahead and fire Scott Frost, so he's out. So now a hiring search begins. So anyway, big win for Georgia Southern, though. Yeah, big win for those Eagles. So anyway, yeah, and then have you seen Southern's new offense, though? Yeah, of course they hired Clay Helton from USC, and and that new offense. I mean, they just completely just moved away from the option, and I mean they're running a spread now. Yeah, they're slinging the ball around. I mean, their quarterback Kyle Van Treese, threw for 400 yards. I mean, when was the last time Southern even had a 400-yard passing game? Yeah, probably never. But yeah. But I mean, it's kind of like what Georgia Tech tried to do. Fired Paul Johnson, brought in Jeff Collins. They're supposed to change their offense away from the triple option, but unlike at Georgia Southern, at Georgia Tech, it has completely not worked. So, but anyway, and then of course Northwestern lost to Duke. I mean, yes. So now, how bad does Nebraska's loss to Northwestern look now? I mean, yeah, Northwestern lost to Duke, and we already know that Duke is terrible. So, and now Wisconsin. Oh yes, Wisconsin did go ahead and lose to Washington State. Kind of a mid-tier Pac-12 team. So, I mean, yeah. And then let's see. Yes, and then Iowa. Yes, Iowa once again only scoring 7 points. But I mean, at least they scored a touchdown this week. So, but yeah, Iowa State did go ahead and beat Iowa. My mom, what was it? Yeah, 10-7. I mean, at least my mom Iowa's defense looks good. But that offense, is the worst that I've ever seen. So I mean, yeah. But I mean, their defense does look good though. They've only allowed 6.6 points per game. The bad news is they're only scoring 7. So yeah. So anyway, yes. Now let's talk about some more losers here. Yes, Texas A&M. Yeah, you lost to App State. It was terrible. I mean, even North Carolina could beat App State. I mean, I guess that makes North Carolina better than A&M, which is sad. But anyway, so yeah, I mean A&M's defense is good, but their offense is just garbage. So I mean, yeah, I think it might be time to fire Jimbo. So yeah. So I think that that A&M season actually is over now. They don't have any chance of beating Alabama or any chance of winning the West or anything like that. I mean, looks like it could be another 8-4, or it could even be worse. They could be 7-5. I mean, and then my mom, right, and then of course Notre Dame. Yeah, they lost to Marshall. I mean, yeah, Notre Dame is gonna be terrible this year. I think they'll still make a bowl, but I mean, yeah, losing to Marshall, yeah, this is bad. Yeah, not a not not a good way to start with my mom losing to Marshall, and if you want to know how that happened, I guess just look down in the bayou, I guess. I mean, but anyway, but yeah, this is bad. And then let's see, more bad. Yes, West Virginia, yes, lost to Kansas. I mean, I mean, yeah, West Virginia's season is over. I mean, they might. It looks like they might be even worse than they were than they were last year. They might not even make a bowl. Should be which obviously I'm obviously very disappointed for JT Daniels, but anyway, once again, this game, totally not, JT's fault. I mean, he did score 42 points. Yeah, he lost 55 to 42 in overtime. Yeah, and then how do you win by 2 possessions in overtime? Well, the answer was Kansas had a pick six. Yeah, when you had a pick six when it was West Virginia's turn. So, but anyway, totally not JT's fault. This one's just like last week it was on the wide receivers. This week it's on the defense. So it looks like Kansas might be better than we expected. I mean, they did. After they destroyed Tennessee Tech in week 1, that's a team that they would normally struggle in that kind of a game. And then now, beating West Virginia in overtime. But of course, they did beat Texas in overtime last year. Still only won 2 games. But the first 2 weeks look very promising. So, and anyway, but let's see. So now, so now here's a team that actually won, but looked bad. Let's talk about Alabama versus Texas. I mean, it looks like Bama was, where they were like a 20 or 21 point favorite. Yes, and they won by 1 point. Yeah, 1 point. Against an unranked Texas. I mean, so what's the excuse this time? Was it injured wide receivers? Was it the officiating? Was it I don't know, was it because what was it because was it because Alabama and Nick Saban are slipping? Is that possible? But anyway, I mean, what, you were losing to Texas going into the third quarter? It was like 13-10. And I mean, really, y'all only won because my mom Quinn Ewers was injured. So was injured on a late hit out of bounds. So I mean, good job, Bama. You won by taking out the other team's quarterback. Good job. I mean, at least when we Georgia, when we beat y'all, I mean, we didn't do anything to cause the injuries to Mechie or Williams. I mean, they just went down on their own. So but anyway, you needed just a miracle last second field goal to beat Texas. So yeah, I was struggle bus, and then unfortunately for Texas, my mom, this game really should give them Texas fans hope and confidence. But on the flip side of that, just some bad news. Quinn Ewers is going to miss multiple games with a sprained knee. So but anyway, so so more in the SEC. Yes, Kansas State did destroy Mizzou. It was like 41-14, something like that. I mean, Mizzou. I mean, just let K-State, beat the beat the crap out of you. I mean, just bad day for the SEC. Of course, Vandy losing to Wake Forest was like 45-25. I guess it turns out that Vandy really isn't that good. I mean Wake Forest got Sam Hartman back. He 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 looked good. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Didn't seem to be any rust at all. About Georgia versus Samford. Yes, well, guess what? We did go ahead and beat Samford, 33-0. But I talked about that in my post game video. I mean, really, the defense, played 4 quarters, but the offense was very disappointing. I mean, but of course, I've also heard analysis on this game, and they think that maybe it's because we were trying to work on some things, but anyway, yeah, and then Kentucky did beat Florida. Was it 26-16? Yeah, of course I did pick Florida in this game, but I knew that whichever side I took in this game, it was going to go the other way. So, and then let's see, yeah, Southern Cal looked good against Stanford. They did beat them, 41-28, but kind of gave up some garbage points toward the end. But let's see, for Virginia Tech, bounces back. They beat Virginia Tech, was it 27-10. Let's see, and Arkansas beat South Carolina like 44-30. Arkansas almost 300 yards rushing. Yeah. Let's see. Mississippi State curb stomped Arkansas. Was it 39-17? So yeah. Good job, Mississippi State, representing the SEC. Unlike a lot of teams, yes, and Tennessee. Yeah, thank you for representing the SEC. They beat Pitt 34-27 in overtime. So, anything else? Oh yeah, about BYU. Yeah, beat Baylor 26-20 in overtime. So. Let's see, Oklahoma State 34-17 over Arizona State. And then this for Virginia versus Illinois. I know that no one really cares about this game, but Illinois, just destroyed Virginia. Was it 24-3? So, So yeah, so other than that, not much. Lots of lots of blowouts. These big schools beating up on little schools. Still a lot of that going on. So, and as we get further into the season, we'll have less. We'll have less of these cupcake games. So, but anyway, so yeah, I think that I've my mom talked long enough. So anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.